Hi, it's Deadshot with another 3-minute camera review. Today we're looking at the Nikon F. Nikon released the F in 1959 and it was their first SLR. Previously they were making rangefinders, and this is quite a neat camera with a lot of functionality, although I must say it is the ugliest camera I can find out there. Nikon's always been a little strange about their camera names, and the camera names change depending on which accessories you have attached to them. So for those of you who are Nikon fans and you need to know the exact name of this camera, it is the Nikon F Photomic T. Yes, this really is the ugliest camera I could find. I honestly thought I would hate it because I'm not a huge fan of the Nikon F2, and the F2 is supposed to fix everything that people disliked about the original Nikon F, but after running a few rolls of film through this camera, it's like the ugly duckling. I quite like using this camera, certainly a lot more than the F2. Some of the things that make this camera so ugly is the asymmetrical imbalance of the design. Some people really complain about the location of the shutter release button because it is so far back on the body. I don't mind that, and it's quite easy to reach, but on the F2 they did move it to the front of the body. Every single line on the viewfinder seems mismatched and doesn't line up. It really is a clunky and clumsy design, but again, I really enjoyed using it. On the top, pretty standard for older Nikon SLRs, there is a light meter visible. This will let light into the viewfinder. There is a window that shows your chosen aperture, and your ISO dial connects to your shutter speed dial. The Nikon F has the strange flash attachment here, and it also has the coupling for the meter right here. One of the things that I really like about this viewfinder in particular is you don't have to rack the aperture ring from one end to the other to calibrate the meter. Instead, you calibrate the meter by setting your film ISO to the largest aperture of the lens. Your lens release button is on the front, and on the other side you have your self timer and your depth of field preview. And this knob rotates to lock the mirror up. This button is used to remove the viewfinder. The shutter speeds are fully mechanical, but the battery is used to power the light meter. The film advance lever moves smoother than a Nikon F2's. Sometimes the leather case will bump this, and when I open it up it's turned on, so be careful with that so it doesn't drain your batteries. Let's take a look inside the viewfinder. The light meter needle is found at the top, and to obtain a correct exposure, you adjust your settings until the needle is in the center. Here's some pictures taken with the Nikon F.